Really the best day since he got elected.
So Kellyanne, how is this a medical exam when the president still wasn't cleared on obstruction?
I called it a political proctology exam. Actually, the Attorney General and the Deputy Attorney General in the original 4-page memo said that they found no basis for obstruction. And you know he's been cleared. Look, this is the Mueller report, Mueller investigation. Mueller's team helped with the redaction. So all of you who have been talking about how wonderful the Mueller team and how important it was to protect Mueller, how important it was to protect the investigation, how important it was to protect the Deputy Attorney General. That report makes very clear that this White House and this president and none of us got in their way, never interfered, never refused to comply with a request. Lots of people went over there and testified, many documents produced, and that the Department of Justice has made very clear that every request that they issued was actually responded to and fulfilled. That should make people feel very good about democracy. It should make them feel really great that a campaign that I managed to its successful end did not collude with any Russians. We're accepting apologies today too for anybody who feels the grace in offering them. There was no collusion, and there certainly was no criminal conspiracy with any Russians. When I needed to find negative information about Hillary Clinton and how to beat her, I looked no further than Hillary Clinton.
Kellyanne, but wasn't there...
It's pretty clear that the only reason that the obstruction of justice piece wouldn't, in essence, stick is because a lot of people around the president wouldn't do what they had asked him to do.
Well, that's punditry. That's actually not a sophisticated legal analysis. And I will tell you, if the president asked me to break the law today, I'd walk out the door. I wouldn't even take the pictures of my kids off the wall. So all I want to say is that for all the conversation about what he did or did not ask somebody to do, or he's mad about Jeff Sessions' recusal. Jeff Sessions was the Attorney General for 18 months after that. Don McGahn was White House counsel for 18 months after that. So the president has the right to fire any of us at any moment. He showed his right, his constitutional right, by firing Jim Comey. He could have fired Mueller. He could have fired McGahn, Sessions, Kellyanne Conway. He didn't do that.
But the report shows that he tried to do so, and people around him, in essence, blocked him from doing that.
But intent matters. Intent matters. No, intent should matter. Intent has never mattered to any of you, respectfully, throughout this whole thing. Was there intent to collude? Was there an intent to commit a crime? Was there intent to conspire with Russians? Is there intent to steal the election from poor old Hillary Clinton, I'm sure for whom most of you voted? The intent matters. And the president's intention here was not to do that. And so intent matters. And I know you want to cherry pick one line here or one line there because the big lie that you've let fly for 2 years, it's over, folks. I mean, I guess if people want to investigate in Congress, they want to waste their time and not listen to people like Nancy Pelosi who are saying, let's not impeach, let's move on, let's talk about, what was her word yesterday, kitchen table issues. Let's have at it, because I present to you the document that shows the Democrats' successes. Hi. This is the success of the Democrats in the first 100 days in Congress. Here it is. There's nothing.
Kellyanne, can I ask?
I was very surprised to see that by somebody who's been here sparingly over the last couple of years. I was very surprised to see that because that was not the reaction of the president that day when I was there. And he has never, there are words where the president's quoted throughout the report where he doesn't use those words. So I'm not sure, you can ask the people about that, but I will tell you, he has never once on the campaign said, I think we should resign, I'm not going to run anymore, let's just, I'm done here, I can go back to my happy life, make billions of dollars. He has never said that during the campaign. He has certainly never said it since we're here. And I've been by his side for 3 straight years now on the campaign and here. He has never expressed that, like my presidency is over. And I know that that was the promise and the wish of many people who for some reason you give a lot of airtime and ink to, who have zero credibility now, who promised collusion, who swore there'd be criminal conspiracy, who would whisper in the ears of people like me that my colleagues or members of the Trump family or both would be headed to jail, would be indicted by the grand jury, would be taken, to prison. I mean, that's really a disgrace. People are whispering in our ears about that. None of that happened. I think honestly, it's time to move on. Total exoneration. The president's in a great mood. And I think what's incredibly important here is that democracy in the world's greatest country, greatest democracy flourishes. You don't need to collude with a foreign government. You don't need to get information from WikiLeaks. You can win elections fairly and squarely.